This is one of the biology class's first labs of the year. We take the boys down to the river, the Rapidan River. The purpose of this lab is to measure the health of the river by collecting a bunch of the organisms that live there. In this case, we're measuring and collecting what are called macroinvertebrates, which are the small little insect larvae and the organisms that are under rocks and in the river itself. And the reason for that is that we are able to tell how healthy the river is by measuring these and collecting the numbers of them, the different kinds that there are. And the boys really have a good time doing this. We go down there and we take these kick seine nets and we collect the organisms in the water and bring them back up and then analyze the organisms that are there. The boys really get a good sense of, first of all, the different kinds of life that's in the river. Many of them never really thought about it. They think there's fish in there, but not all this other stuff. And they also have a really good time doing it. It's usually on a nice day, the weather's nice, the water's pretty warm. But when they collect the organisms, they're really astounded in many cases by all the sorts of stuff that's in there. Some of these big ones, some little ones. What they find is that the health of the Rapidan River is really quite good in comparison to some of the other rivers in the state. We find that the water's clear, lots of good organisms in there, and this really has an impact on their understanding of how really the science works. This is one of the neat things about being able to take the boys down to the river, because they learn much better by seeing these organisms and understanding how they fit into the whole ecosystem. And this is really good because then we can go back into the classroom and then teach them how these things all fit together in the greater scheme of things. One of the nice things about teaching at Woodbury and studying at Woodbury is you can actually get out and see these things. For a boy's education, this is something they really, really enjoy.